Alright, what's up guys? Got a knife review today. Today I'm reviewing the Hammond Cruiser by CRKT, designed by Jim Hammond. This one I ordered off survival packs a few months ago, like 6-7 months ago, and I've been using it. So I'm going to do a review on it now. We'll start off with the package it comes in. It's one of these for those who serve boxes, professional use. The number. You open it up. When you get it, your knife will be in this plastic thing in there, and then it comes with an extra pocket clip. It's so you can put it on, it comes with this one on tipped down. You put it on like that, it's facing tip down, but the screws, the way they're lined up like that, you can't put that one on like that unless you want a pocket clip that's facing out that way. So it comes with another pocket clip, so you can put it on tip up if you want, and 3 extra torque screws. Then it comes with this. It shows that the pocket clips 4-way mountable, and just some literature, and then one of their little kind of catalog things. It's got a whole bunch of their knives in it, different lines, so that's cool. Put that away and let's get to the knife. Okay. First of all, the look of this knife, that's why I got it at first. I like the way it looks with this tan handle, the bead blasted kind of darker blade. You can also get it with the black handle, and you can get combo edge, I think, and a couple other little variations of it, but I like this one the best. You can get this with the black blade. That one looked cool, but they were out of that when I was getting it. So the look, yeah, I like how it looks. That's all just personal preference though. It's a big knife. It's a 3 3/4 inch blade. The handle is like 5 inches or something, and it's beefy. Like, it's thick in your hands. You can feel it there. So the main thing with this one, thing that I don't like, is in the pocket. When you put it in your pocket, you can feel it, and a good amount sticks out. It's like there's a lot sticking out. So it's especially hard to carry in the work pants. It's a big knife. We'll compare it to a knife everyone knows, the Buck 110. So here's Hammond Cruiser 110. You see they're pretty comparable in the blade. It's pretty much the same size. The handle on the Hammond Cruiser is maybe 3/4 of an inch longer, half an inch. And the Hammond Cruiser is also a lot thicker. So there it is compared to the Buck 110. It weighs 6 ounces. It's a pretty heavy knife. Like I said, you can feel it there in your pocket, but that doesn't really bother me, having a heavy knife. The steel, HCR 14 MOV stainless. It'll take a pretty good edge. You can take a sharp edge just like any knife, but it dulls out pretty quick, this knife, from what I've seen. It definitely doesn't hold an edge forever. It takes a good edge, but it'll lose the edge pretty quick. Not super quick. It's not the worst I've seen, but definitely not the best I've seen either. Right now I have it pretty sharp. I didn't even finish sharpening it up yet before I made this video. I just took it camping with me, and I ended up using it to like open up a can of raviolis and was cutting wood with it and stuff, so it's kind of dull right now. It's shaped like it's got a nice flat up to here and then belly, like half of it, so it's a good blade shape. I like it. Clip point. It's a useful blade shape. You can slice with it if you need to and do whatever. It's a fast knife. I mean, you can't really, the flipper's kind of small. If you just push down, it'll come up sometimes, kind of like that, but you know, you gotta really put some force into it like that. But you get your finger right on the tip there and kind of put pressure and pop it in, it just flies right out. And I don't think, there's no springs, I don't think it's any kind of bearing system. I saw something else online saying that it had bearings, but I don't think it does. If it does, then it's slow for a bearing system, but for not having bearings, it's really fast. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any bearings in it. I'm going to take it apart soon and find out because I'm curious. Its lockup is good. There's a little bit of play left and right. Tiny little bit up and down, so there's a little bit both ways. Not too much really to be noticeable while you're using it. And it's strong lockup. It has the LAWKS, that's Lake and Walker knife safety system, which is this right here. You slide it up and then it blocks this from working, so it supposedly turns your folder into a fixed blade. Not really, but it is just an extra little lock there to keep that one in place so you don't accidentally slide it over and have it fail while you're using it. And that's just a piece of metal on a little pivot coming through here. So if you can see, you can see right in there, right here, when I push it up, brings that piece down, and that blocks the liner from actually going over. And then when I push this the other way, brings it back up, and then you can use your lock again, just like normal. So I like that, and it doesn't automatically engage like on some of the M16s and shit. You gotta actually put it there, so I like it because I don't even use it much, hardly ever really, so I'll just keep it down, use it like a regular liner lock. But if you need it, that strength is there. It's good extra strength to have. It's got a honeycomb kind of Zytel nylon thing going on, but you know, it's plastic. You can definitely tell it's plastic, but it feels good. Whoops. It's kind of grippy. Not really, but I think, you know, it still feels pretty good in the hand to have that there, and I don't think it's going to break or anything. So that's good. It does, because the pattern sometimes gets some gunk and like shit down in there. I've got it mostly cleaned out now, but we'll start to get some pocket lint and shit, but that's okay. You can just clean it out. Alright, these pocket clips, like I said, it's 4-way mountable. It comes with a different pocket clip if you want to put it tip down, then tip up. It actually comes with it on tip down right hand. I switched this one to tip up. And the pocket clip, I noticed, it's a strong pocket clip, but it's fine in your pocket and everything. It doesn't grab onto your pants or whatever. But after using it a little bit, it got super loose and was just wiggly all over the place. So you gotta tighten it down with your Torx. So that's, you know, something to mention if you don't have Torx wrenches or whatever. But you should probably get some if you're into knives. It carries, like I said, there's a lot sticking out of your pocket. It's like that much, and you can really tell when it's, you know, that big fat butt of a knife sticking that much out of your pocket. It gets kind of annoying sometimes. There's nowhere to put a lanyard on. This hole you see, can't put a lanyard in that because the knife would cut right through your lanyard. So if you wanted to, you could put one on the back post. I want to put a lanyard on this knife. It's just, I don't put them on many knives anyways. And this isn't one of the knives that I would put it on. It's pretty ergonomic, these kind of little finger trolls here and all that. It feels really good in your hand. And when you're like bearing down to use it like this, push through some wood or whatever, it feels good. It doesn't hurt or anything. In any way that I've held it, it feels just fine. And the jimping has a little, like half-inch of jimping right there. That's actually really grippy on your finger. It grips it pretty good, and there's some also down here that doesn't, I don't know, your finger doesn't really even catch it, I don't think, but it's still there for, oh, I closed that LAWKS system. This way it's on top of the flipper. Also, your finger doesn't really catch it too much if you're flipping it like that, but it's there. Its durability, you see it's pretty durable besides that pocket clip loosening up. And one thing that I have with it, the centering is way off, which normally doesn't bother me as long as it's not rubbing or anything. But this one is so off, you can tell when it's open. And that, try to hold it straight, you can see the blade kind of veers to the right a little bit. And that's just enough to where you have to actually, when you're sharpening, change your angle by a few degrees, or else you'll be completely off. So that's really off. That bothers me a lot with this knife. And I fixed it once, and it went back like that again. So I haven't fixed it again. I'm about to take the whole knife apart soon and try to see if I can get it to stay centered, but it just keeps getting really off centered to the point where I have to actually change my angle sharpening. So that's pretty annoying. This would be used for, you could use it as, I'd use it for EDC and maybe tactical if you needed to. Anything could be used. You could use a stick for tactical, but it comes out quick, it's big, feels good in the hand, so definitely you could use it for self-defense. EDC is what I have used it for. I took it in the woods a few times, just used it for stuff out there to test it out and everything. So it works fine for all that stuff. I'd say definitely more EDC and tactical. It's a cheap knife, that's why for the money that it costs, it's a really good knife actually. Normally the retail, I want to say the retail is like $70, but anywhere you find it, I got this for like $25, $26 maybe on survival packs. You can find them now for like $20 for this knife. Pretty much, you just look it up online, you'll find somewhere where you can get it for $20, this knife, and get it in different variations and all that. And for that money, it's definitely a really good knife. So, it's not my favorite EDC, not my favorite pocket knife. There's plenty of things I don't like about it, being how far it sticks out of the pocket, that pocket clip loosens up, and especially the way off centering. You can even tell when it's open how off centered it is. But besides that stuff, for the money, it is a really good knife. And definitely for maybe a starter knife, just another something to add to your collection. If you're just looking for a new knife to buy just because you're wanting to buy a knife, this is a cheap one. It's pretty good. So I definitely recommend it. For the money, $20, spend it on that. That would be fine. So there's my review of the CRKT Hammond Cruiser. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.